you own or operate a small real estate brokerage? Are you stuck in a year after year grind that seems to keep you in business, but you can't take your company to the next level? Do you wonder how other small firms, many just like yours, seem to succeed regardless of the market conditions? Why is it that some real estate firms succeed and others fail to reach their maximum potential? What makes the difference? Well, there's plenty of ingredients to running a powerful real estate brokerage, especially in a marketplace that offers so many overwhelming challenges from so many fronts. Now, leadership would certainly be one of the top elements on anybody's top 5 list, as would talent and skill. Intelligence is way up there too. Having a personality that is compatible with managing a staff and agents is also high on anybody's list. Now, none of these qualities are really secrets. There's a high probability that if a real estate brokerage has been in business for more than even a few years, one would find that that broker owner leading that firm does possess many of these attributes already. So what takes the broker owner to the next level? Why can some firms compete in any market conditions regardless of the competition? Well, let's start by examining how a broker owner becomes a broker owner. Typically, the broker owner started in the real estate industry as an agent. They start off by listing and selling properties and all that it entails. Now, after a few years, usually successful years, the agent feels that they have the necessary skills, talents, and intelligence to become a successful real estate broker owner, and they want to start their own firm. Now, in most regions, the first step to owning a real estate brokerage firm is to be qualified to do so. Governing bodies that regulate the real estate industry require upgraded training and the successful completion of that training. If the broker owner is thinking ahead, they'll also upgrade their business skills, as they know that running a real estate brokerage firm has nothing to do with being an agent. The next step is to make some decisions about what type of brokerage firm the new broker owner wants to operate. Will it be residential, commercial, new home sales, or perhaps some other unique specialty? Next is where to locate the firm and what type of firm will it be in terms of size. Then there's always the question as to whether or not to be part of a franchise or to stay independent. With these decisions made, the next important step is recruiting agents to come and work for the broker owner's new firm. Now, perhaps they can persuade some agents that they came to know when they were just an agent, or they can create a recruiting campaign to start building their business that way. Regardless, over time, the broker owner will manage to build a sales staff, and in most cases, through their own efforts, earn some revenue for the company. This is where many broker owners get fuzzy about their future. They kind of get caught up in the day-to-day stuff of running their firm, making sales, managing their sales staff, and the many other challenges that running any business demands of its owner. They stop thinking strategically and spend most of their time, and of course their efforts, dealing with the many demands that face them daily. They kind of lose direction. They never get out of this now business cycle. So what's the answer? Well, one of the first steps of getting out of the now vortex is to start thinking strategically, just like you did when you first started your brokerage. All journeys need a starting point. This means you need to fully understand where you are right now. How do you accomplish this? I'm going to be able to share that with you shortly. Next is the destination. What does success look like to you? How is it measured? Is it the number of agents, number of sales, revenues, profitability, getting out of the grind, recruiting better agents, or perhaps expanding your business to other locations? Whatever the method of measurement you use, the most important must-have thing to possess is something to measure your business with. How often are you guessing about your company's performance? Do you really know which agents are actually worth keeping in your organization, or are really moving you towards your business objectives? In other words, do you really know where you are right now? Now, just as you wouldn't go on to a vacation or some other trip away from home without knowing the pertinent facts, such as highways to use or perhaps flight schedules, hotels you're going to stay at, climate, etc. Growing your business does require you to have certain facts to determine what your plan needs to succeed. It's kind of like a GPS device. So here's the answer I promised you earlier. Business intelligence is the key to knowledge, and knowledge is the key to success. Large firms, regardless of their business, have the advantage of knowing every aspect of their business operations in real time, instantly, whenever they need or want it. They also have a highly skilled management team and their team uses leading-edge technology and other administrative systems to keep them informed on a regular basis. That's how they stay competitive. That's how they remain in business regardless of the market conditions. Because they do not guess about what's happening, they know it for a certainty. Smaller firms often struggle in this area. Hiring top-notch administrators is usually not something many small firms can afford. Technology can be expensive, and operating complex technology also requires a commitment of time, effort, and qualified administrators. Many smaller firms fail to reach their potential, or fail completely, because they lack the timely information about their own businesses. Decisions were made from insufficient information, and all too often these decisions could be and can be disastrous to the health of the company. Now let's take one simple, single example to show you how knowing is better than guessing. Agent performance is that one area that can easily mislead a broker owner into thinking they have the right agents working for them, where in fact the opposite might be true. Now any broker owner knows when an agent is not making the grade when the agent's sales are non-existent or pretty much close to it. But what about an agent that's making $90,000 a year and repeatedly making 20 plus sales a year? Sounds like a winner, right? But are you sure? Now if that top agent is demanding 90% more in commissions, then that means if they're making $90,000, you're left with just $10,000. All of a sudden that top producing agent could be more of a liability than an asset. Now just factor in the overhead to administrate the agent's sales performance, and it's clear there's minimum profit being earned from this agent's performance, or perhaps no profit at all. It could be even costing the firm money to keep that agent in the firm. Let's take a look at an agent that makes around $30,000 a year on a 60% commission rate and does about $50,000 in gross commission income. In this case, the company earns around $20,000, even though the agent's performance is almost half of that of the high producer. Which would you prefer to have on your sales staff? Now this is just one simple example about how vital it is to knowing and not guessing. The important thing to realize is that business intelligence allows you to know exactly where you stand with each and every agent. This knowledge can then be used to make informed decisions and not guessing at what might be the best business move for you. Recruiting is directly related to knowing your agent's performance and what success looks like to you. Using the examples presented, it is impossible to know whether or not either agent is right for your company. It would depend upon knowing where you are today and where you want to be in the future. In other words, it would depend upon your strategic plan for success. So if knowledge is power and the secret to success, then how does a small broker owner in a real estate world get the same advantage of larger firms that can afford to hire expensive administrators and implement leading-edge technology? With BizTrax. BizTrax is a free, all-in-one business administration solution that was specifically designed for smaller firms that need and want to get better organized, and in doing so, enjoy the benefit of real-time business information about their real estate brokerage firm. And although I've been referring to broker owners in this presentation, BizTrax is an ideal business administration solution for high-producing agents and agent teams looking to organize their listings and sales activities. Now, the developers of BizTrax have been developing business administration real estate software for over 40 years. They understand that smaller real estate firms struggle with high technology costs, expensive and ongoing training, and the enormous commitment it takes to implement any kind of technology into their smaller operations. BizTrax solves all of these obstacles. BizTrax is a cloud application, which means it resides on the internet. It does not require any additional software to download or install on your computer. All you need is an internet connection and a Microsoft browser. Now, BizTrax can be learned in about an hour and can be set up in less than a day. Now, the really exciting thing about BizTrax is that by simply recording the basic information about your business activities, like listings and sales, BizTrax will allow you to produce amazing business intelligence reports that will eliminate the guessing and create a solid platform of knowledge that you can use to measure your company's performance and that of your agents too. With BizTrax, there's no upfront costs, no contracts to sign, and of course, no risk. You can just go to our website, www.teamobs.com, and sign up. The secret to running a more successful real estate firm is knowledge. With knowledge comes improved decision making, and developing a strategic plan to develop your business the way you originally wanted it to be. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Start today. Thank you very much for spending your time with me today. Bye for now.